As a policy decision, in a misguided attempt to control nature, we excluded fire from the landscape for the last 110 years. We set the conditions for high-intensity destructive fire. The conditions are here, as they are in many other communities, and will continue to exist and to expand. Wildfire is not going away. Wildfire is not the new normal. It's the old normal, it's just back.
So one of the problems that California is facing is insurance companies refusing to write certain areas or non-renewing policies or raising premiums. And until that happened, I don't think people took wildfire mitigation very seriously.
As more and more homeowners are relying on their insured to be their risk manager, to tell them what's good and bad, and to provide them those credits. Here, I can $75 a year less if you install vents. This whole business, it's about understanding the risk.
A thriving free market is a critical underpinning to insurability over time. A thriving free market cannot occur without data to enable the accurate pricing of risk. So it's critically important that we have data that reflects the conditions on the ground in a form that can be ingested into mathematical models.
We were able to get funding from the Casualty Actuarial Society and team up with CoreLogic to use their wildfire catastrophe model to show the effects of different kinds of mitigation.
Mitigation is difficult to do because a house is only as fireproof as its most flammable part. So you need the clearance, you need the Class A roofing, you need all of those together.
So we modeled all these different combinations of actions and were able to show how an actuary could build this kind of information into an insurance rating plan.
So the forward-looking models will be able to say that if we do this and this is what we should be charging, this is what we should be doing. And that's where we want to go. Our goal is to try to get as close a detail of what the future is going to look like. And it's especially important when we know the future is not going to look like the past.
The neat thing about working with Chief Winokur is he's a fire chief and he's also a data geek. And so he was able to review our study and give us pointers on things that he would have done differently and how these facts could be used. So we feel as though it's a collaboration that can extend out past just insurance into the fire community, into the prioritization of houses, into getting grants to reduce risk where it's most important.
One of the things we're trying to do with this community is to provide an example of what a community can do to not only reduce their exposure to wildfire loss, but reduce their exposure to insurance volatility. And then when those two are linked, I think we unlock a tremendously powerful incentive to encourage people to take on these fire prevention measures.